He was with him. It's the Gang Spitter. Y'all like, comment, share. OTF jam still everywhere. Yeah, to all the rappers who having labels, you could be a CEO, you can be signed to a label, but you having an entourage and they full of steppers and demons, and they jugging, they robbing. You know, they about beef, chaos, and ruckus. They holding the neighborhood down, they holding the brand down. And yeah, man, we need to look at the OTF jam situation. Take the reason why he did what he did, if that's true, right? And then we need to have a meeting with all the steppers, all the niggas who jug. We need to have a meeting. We need to discuss this so everybody can understand how this should go when we go legit and how to protect the brand. You know, because a lot of street guys, a lot of demons who under Boosie, who under Fat, who under Pooh Shiesty or Big 30, who under Icewell, who under Money Man, who under whoever rapper, right? A lot of them don't be understanding when you go from street, 100% in the street, to legit, right? And they think, because where the stepper go wrong at, well, he don't go wrong. What he don't understand is he is not legit. He is not an artist. So he is not an employee for the label. You are not an employee for the label. You down with the gang part, the gang side. Because you don't have no other talent. You don't try to learn no other skill set to make yourself an official employee. Yeah, you got a Fox chain. Yeah, you got a Chopper Gang chain, 1017 chain, CMG chain, Heavy Cap chain. You got a TSF chain, but you really not an employee, right? So this is what you got to understand. Sometimes the boss man, the CEO, your partner that you seen grow up, or they could have adopted you into the game, right? Like they did Jam. You gotta understand, man, like sometimes when you get in trouble, he can buy you out, and sometimes he can't. When you're really not attached to the brand in the beginning, yeah, he can, you know, you come home, he give you a bag like Durk and all that stuff, right? But this is what y'all gotta keep in mind. If y'all really active, and you got an artist like Boosie, he all over the world, all over America, right? All over social media. And let's say 8 guys, 6 guys that drop. We making documentaries on Boosie and about how they died and everything, right? So that means what? He hot. That means he could be under an investigation with the feds or the state, right? So if you not an employee for Badass Entertainment, if you not an employee for Chopper Gang, CMG, Paper Route, Heavy Count, and all that shit there, he cannot bond you out. If you get jammed up with a blick, if you get jammed up with pounds of the gas or dog food or whatever, like a shooting charge, you rob somebody, yeah. Like now, assault on a female, yeah. A simple assault, yeah. But when they get real heavy and they under investigation, like nah. Because he gotta protect the brand. It ain't, okay, so say you under Boosie. It ain't Terrence Hatch that wanna not buy you out. It's Boosie that can't buy you out. Because if he buy you out, that's gonna connect him with you saying he helping a gang member out, a gangster, because you won't learn how to make beats. You won't learn how to make merch. You won't learn how to edit the videos. You won't learn how to be a cameraman. You won't learn how to be a manager. You won't learn how to get them more shows. You won't learn nothing. You just play security. And you ain't legit with that. You wouldn't even learn how to do that shit right. Because you too tough. You wouldn't even stop smoking or get your body right or whatever you got to do to really become one. And then break the rules a little bit, right? So we got to have a meeting with these guys, with all these demons, and let them know, like, man, it ain't that I ain't trying to fuck with you. It ain't that I don't rock with you no more, or I didn't cut you off, or I'm acting funny, but I cannot destroy my whole empire just bonding you out on a gun case or whatever case. I can't, because we done seen artists get tied in Ricos or go down or whatever happened to them. Like we seen EG get hot, get watched by the feds because he bonded a nigga out, one of them EST niggas when they did that shooting that time. We seen Juk get caught up with the dog shit. Yeah, so you can't, like with the lawyer when they said CMG paid for the lawyer. So we see this shit, right? So you got to understand, because it's Durk's fault that he don't have the conversations with y'all. It's his fault. When y'all all be around, y'all be having music in the background, talking about who's and trading war stories and stuff like that. Y'all don't never talk about stuff like that. Y'all talk about what y'all did last week, last month, last night. Talking about that last night. I'm talking about that last night, bitch. Yeah, y'all talk about last night and shit like that. But y'all don't never discuss protocol, structure, like how this shit go. Being a demon, yeah, it get lonely sometimes. Even if you got a millionaire that's backing you. Now, if you're a demon and you become a King Von, yeah, he can bond you out because now you're an employee. Everybody, you big. You have your own money, so you would need that, right? But you know, a lot of y'all steppers don't have no talent, and y'all want to learn nothing. Y'all rather get 30 pounds of desire, 50 pounds, 100 pounds of desire, and do it that way, right? So if you get busted and you go down, you got to be cool with sick. Nigga, you gonna ball when you get out. Yeah, he can't get you no lawyer. He can't bond you out. He can't do none of that. You should have been stacking your paper when instead of every time you get a 10,000 ball, a 20 ball, 30 ball, you go straight to the designer store. You go straight to the jewelry man, the car lot. Nah, boy, you hustling backwards, man. You ain't stacking for times like this. So then you get frustrated. Yeah, you get frustrated, man. Especially if you like Jam or you like another stepper and you done put in work. They say when Jam was in jail, he beat a nigga with a weight over Nusky, disrespecting Nusky. So he tried to, what Jam did, y'all remember on Paid in Full, when Cameron playing Alpo, when Alpo and Mitch was locked up and Alpo didn't know, which was Cameron, he didn't know that, I ain't saying it really happened in real life, but they put it in the movie. He didn't know Mitch at all, right? But he probably heard about him because the nigga name ring bells and all that shit there, right? So he seen him getting into it with a dude over a phone, or I forgot what it was about, right? And he took the opportunity to jump in, whether Mitch was losing or not. And that built the relationship right there. Especially if a nigga go to prison and he ain't Muslim, he don't gangbang, he really by himself. He fed, so he live in North Carolina, but he way in Arizona. And then somebody like that take up for you, and they don't really want nothing off top, like they don't really, he just like, yeah, nigga, I do this, I respect your gangster, whatever he say, right? Either way, he helped you, and then y'all build a relationship like that. That's what Jam did, but differently. He just seen that Nusky tied to Durk, right? And he see Buddy talking shit, and he ain't got no beef with Durk or nothing like that. He took the opportunity to go ahead and whoop him, and I'm gonna get in like this, which that do work. It do work sometimes. I ain't gonna say it work all the time, but it do work sometimes. So that's what he was getting the 50K for. That's why if I'm Durk, I give him the 50K ball. And with the 50K ball, he didn't do nothing with it. All he did was spin it. Because guess what he trying to do? As soon as he got the 50K ball, he talking like he make that per month. You supposed to turn that 50K ball and try to make that much a month. At least 30K a month, 20K a month. You see what I'm saying? So he try to live like a rapper. He started talking like a rapper. Man, y'all niggas can't live like this. Y'all niggas, instead of, learning different skill sets. Sometimes your female you can invest into the female. She can do hair good. And you can buy the building. All you gotta do is bring the idea to Durk. He may give you some extra shit. You pay him back on the back end. You may have a bitch and she know how to do nails, or she may be a nurse and she want to have her own home where she have her patients there, and y'all start your own shit there, and she get a license and she have old people there, and now she fuck around and have people work for her. You could make $1 million from that shit, being a nursing, having your own nursing home shit, man. So if you ain't got the skill set, you can find these females and they have the skill set, you just back them with the bag, and and then you learn about the industry and you go from there. But nah, he wanna get the scat pack, he wanna go buy designer instead of just letting, well, he's bigger size, so Durk can't give him his hand-me-downs, but instead of just staying in his lane. Because if he was making 30, 40K a month and he, got him some box trucks, got him some dually trucks, whatever he needed to do, he could have took that 50,000. You could start a laundromat You can start a laundromat for a decent one that's big. They got a lot of them. You can get a loan for like $65,000, and that'd be a good start. You can start one by $65,000, especially if you got the building and shit like that. It could be cheaper now. I don't know, but you can make a laundromat. You can make about see, in the wintertime, laundromats make more money because people wash more stuff in the wintertime. So you can make about $10,000-$15,000. You could have did that a month. It probably go up and down depending on what area you got it in and shit like that. So you got to see what race of people use laundromat more, where they needed that more and shit like that. So yeah, shit like that. But niggas don't do that. So when niggas get caught up in a jam, niggas start calling. They don't pick up the phone no more. Don't nobody explain to him because they can't over no jail phone. He frustrated. So now he like, I'm on some get back gang shit. Or he just adapt a vendetta against you. And he, all right, these niggas want to play me. These niggas want to, you know what I'm saying? When I get out, it's up. Because one thing about that stepper, he always going to have, or the trapper, he always going to have a get out of jail free card. When you step for legit people or you jug for legit people who really legit, but they dirty and shit like that, they do dirt, yeah, you always gonna have a get out of jail free card or a lighter sentence card. Yeah, a lighter sentence card. So, depending on what you know. So yeah, man, he already know I got leverage on. He gonna not answer my phone, and I know about these bodies. He already thinking like a snake. Like he really you gonna do that to me, and he not understanding how the business work, how the feds work. You see, and it's his fault for not sticking to the G code anyway, and it's Durk's fault or whoever else's fault that y'all don't explain to these niggas. So that's what we got to start doing on that, right? Then we need to start having more structure when it comes to the steppers and the niggas who judge, the niggas who not artists. Yeah, it need to be way more disciplined. Cause we got to do better, man, because everybody else doing better. The informants getting more money. The feds getting more sharper. They get more information. But we still sloppy. Yeah, we getting money too. Yeah, we fucking hoes and riding momos and sporting jaboo. Yeah. But we ain't really getting sharper with the mind. With the crimes. And it ain't hard. Like, it ain't hard. So this is what we gonna do. Like I told you on the other video. Anybody who step, they need to start having flip phones instead of iPhones and smartphones all the goddamn time. So if you Boosie, if you fat, if you scooter, if you any street nigga, right? And I ain't saying they got people that, I ain't saying they got active steppers. I ain't saying they got niggas who stepping for them and all that. I'm just using them as an example, right? You need to go ahead and buy all them niggas there flip phones. Yeah, go ahead and buy all them flip phones. Stop letting these niggas go on drills or just move around with iPhones all the goddamn time. Because you can do so much with an iPhone. It's always listening to you anyway, so you don't need that bitch on you no way. You need to have that flip phone. And then when y'all talking war story talk, when y'all trading war stories in the past, what y'all finna do, people need to get patted down. Phones need to be away from everybody. Take the battery out. That's why I said flip phone. Or go far, far away from the phone. Go far, far away from the phone. So you ain't got to worry about that. Do a good pat down. Do a good pat down. Never discuss bodies and stuff like that in rooms. Like, don't be in a car. Because people can put bugs everywhere. Like, he may not have a thing on him, but he put a bug in his shoe. Like a little small little microphone thing, bug thing in his shoe. Inside his sock. And then as y'all riding, maybe y'all stop at McDonald's or a gas station or something, he may slip it out of his sock and plant it somewhere, or as soon as you get in the car, he do it. Because he didn't see you, he seen how you search. So he don't really tell us to take off the shoe and take off our socks like this so I can just slide in there. He's checking for wires. He ain't checking for bugs and so that's so he looking for that long cord. So you patting them down, make sure you make these niggas take their shoes off, make sure you make them, all that stuff when it come to that, right? we're gonna have to change something. I know it sounds like a lot, but we're gonna have to, most of this shit, these niggas can take their socks off, their own shoes off, or they, whatever, however you wanna do it, right? It need to be something though. We gotta do something better and smarter. Okay? When people, we need to stay on top of when the guys get locked up. We need to stay on top of it more than them. Making sure like, hey man, why you ain't been in court? Hey, what happened with this situation? Stop letting shit ride. Hire a private investigator. Please. When dudes get top tier cases, they 2-time convicted felon, 3-time, whatever. Come on, man. Niggas done did a whole bunch of time, and you done showed them this lifestyle. You gotta take note of that. Durk, you gotta take note of that. Whoever, Future. Nigga that did 10 years, he come home, you done showed him this life, this free band lifestyle, and now he get caught up with a blick, and he don't wanna go back. Cause they gonna give him 10 years this time. You know what I'm saying? So, let alone if it's a switch on it, cause he wanna be down, thinking he Brandy. I wanna be down. Yeah. So man, go ahead and spend the money and hire a private investigator. And then, if you don't wanna do that right, start, okay, you having an entourage of about 30 members, 20 members, 10 members. Get one that you really trust, your day one. So say like it's bread game, right? I would get, if I'm Moneybag Yo, I would tell big homie G, I'm gonna say, hey bro, you know that nigga got caught with a blick. He got caught with some work and shit. He out here on fine. He ain't been in goddamn court. He ain't bringing up, he ain't keeping us updated, right? So I don't really trust shit, but you know, I don't want to be wrong, so this is what I need you to do. I need you to go around him and start talking shit about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just complain. And just take notes. And yeah, go about your day. I'm gonna wait till he see me, or he text me and say we need to talk, and let me know that you was talking foul about me. Right? And then I want you to let me know if he's stamping that. Like when you telling him this, is he saying like, what? Like what you on? Like, is he really checking you? Or is he kind of like agreeing? Like, and then let him know like you want to start your own thing, and you know where you can get 2 million out my safe. Like, gas it up. Don't just talk shit. Nah, say, nigga, I know, hey, I got this goddamn shit to his goddamn safe, and we can make it seem like such and such. It'll make it seem like he took it, but nigga, we could be up 3 million. We can split that shit. You get 1.5, I get 1.5. And we go our separate ways. Like, fuck this nigga. Like, we ain't trying to do the nigga nothing or nothing like that. But we gonna get this cash. Like, fuck that shit. Like, and see what he say. Sometimes as artists, y'all be having all these big ass entourages and shit like that. Like Bankroll Freddy. I'm gonna do a video on him. If he would've, you know, test his niggas' loyalty and had one of his partners, a nigga he want to test, had one of his real partners that he really trusts, and go around him, man, hey, tell a nigga like, you know what, you can get 2 million out my safe, and we can do this and that, start a label, or take our rap career and do this, or invest in this, and yeah, and see who with it. If a nigga stamp that, when he go say that, you cut him off, you can delete him, you can do whatever. But if you don't never test your guys, they loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna never find out until the end, when it's too late. So it could be when you're in the grave, it could be in the courts, or it could be in the hospital. It could be in the hospital. So that's what we gotta do, man. Cause you do too much. Like Bankroll Freddy, spending 300,000. I mean, he made 300,000 in 1 week, spending 100,000 on his guys, and they ain't deserve it. Not all of them. If you'd have been testing them, sending little pop quizzes, and if a nigga passed that, he get rewarded. One of them is stand down with the crew, with me, because I'm changing y'all life. I'm showing y'all a different life that y'all never have, because y'all only know how to trap and gang bang and slide and shit like that. So that only gonna take you but in your own neighborhood and around the corner, a trip, about 2 trips a year if you're gonna go trips, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You ain't really mingling with opportunities and the stars and just living that lifestyle. You ain't doing that on your own. So yeah, I'm showing y'all different. So That's one, and the other, I'm gonna give you a bag for not being no snake. So, I feel like that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta make a change. Another thing you can do is, you can send a female his way. Somebody that he like, that he really attracted to, and you can tell her to get information out of him. You tell her, like, throw ideas out there. Throw like, hey, I feel like you could be solo. I feel like you can, or I feel like bad and them do you wrong. They don't do such and such and such. Or they don't, you know what I'm saying? Not too much information, but he'll be like, how the fuck you know that? Nah, nothing like that. But, just like, I feel like you just a boss on your own. And see if he, pop the shit or what he feel about that, or, them sign them red flags. And then on top of that, you got the private investigator, see where he going to. That's about the only thing you can do, man. You're gonna have to start having niggas to watch other niggas, man. Whether you got niggas who you really trust, that you really grew up, because one thing y'all do that y'all fuck up on, y'all start adopting other gangs into y'all squad, because some of y'all members get deleted, some of them go to jail, so y'all need to fill in the gaps. So y'all start adopting other gangs that y'all was cool with, or it ain't no real issue, and they want an opportunity, and so this gang can connect with this one, and they'll become one, all that stuff. That's when, because there's already your own partners can flip on you and be a snake. Now you gonna add these niggas with you? So it look good for business purposes. The videos, the interviews, walking in the mall, being in the club, 30, 40 deep. But that's it. It's bad for business purposes too. If you really stepping. If you really jugging and shit like that. Because nigga don't gotta be loyal to you. Nigga don't gotta be loyal to you. He just gotta pretend like he do. He just gotta pretend until he don't need you no more. There's always gonna be a big gamble when you bring niggas into your squad that you didn't grow up with, or they ain't in your age group, they older, they already done did a lot of prison time, they been putting in work and all this stuff, and you way younger, you just got all the power. Already in his head, he like, if you wasn't a rapper and all that, you wouldn't even have the influence or the power or the control you have over everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when you do shit to them to piss them off, now to get back at you, they know they can't just get up on you and delete you or just crush you or just whoop you without getting no consequences, right? So they got to destroy their empire. That's what's gonna hurt you. Yeah, that's what's gonna hurt you, because he know what you care about: the empire, your fame, your look, your bag, the lifestyle. Older niggas way smarter when it comes to stuff like that, especially when they ready to be a snake, versus the young nigga. Not all, but he'll more so want to take it to the street with you, prove to everybody else that you ain't that tough, you just a rapper and we the tough guys. Then the other half, they'll cooperate too, if they got the information. That's what it seemed like that's what's going on. So these some of the things we can do. You can also get a scanner. Always scan the cars. Like when y'all in the crib or wherever y'all kicking it at, a studio, wherever, right? You would then send somebody outside while everybody's still popping their shit inside to go scan the car before we even say we going somewhere. You understand? All cars. So y'all pulling 4 or 5 deep, 5 different cars, 4 different cars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they gotta scan everything. But you don't need to let your crew see that you always scanning the cars, or you don't need to show your hand on everything. So if you're gonna do the pat down thing, that's it, in front of everybody. Don't scan the car, because now they're gonna tell the feds if they working, or when they decide to work, or the state, they're gonna say, well, he got scanners, they scan the car for everything, they on top of all wires, all this shit. You don't want him to, do that, because the feds gonna have another way. So like, nah, let him do the regular, let him think he can do the basic shit, right? Besides like just patting down for wires. And that's why y'all supposed to have real security. So when y'all at restaurants or y'all in a mall, y'all 10 deep by yourself, right? Or 5, 6 deep. So y'all can hold yourself down. So it ain't like one of the members will be going outside looking suspicious all the time. Why you always go outside every time we in? Now you have your real security. Say you got big homie CC. Shout out to him. He worked for you, right? He ain't got to be in there with you with the guy. He can walk in and out. You know what I'm saying? And he can go scan it. And a nigga like him, he'll scan everything and keep it between, you know, Lil Durk and him, Future and him, Young Scooter, him, Money Man and him, Sauce Walker and him, whoever he working for, Fat and him, Gotti and him. So, yo, you need that extra layer of security so they can do shit like that for you. So you ain't got to show your hand all the time letting the members know how you do everything. You can, because it can also let them know, like, y'all, we real sturdy over here. Like, it ain't no way a bug or wire gonna get through this bitch. But I'm telling you, man, if they go back to them feds and tell them how you do your shit, the feds gonna come up with another way. I'm telling you, man. So you can do what you want to do. Don't be lazy. That's why you should hire other guys so they can do it. And yeah, if niggas ain't down with it, they can't hang. Because if you ain't doing nothing, shit ain't no issue. You get searched every time you go through the damn airport or anywhere else. They search your ass at, so shit. Yo, man, go about it like that. At least that's the start of changing and doing better, because niggas, y'all ain't gonna put y'all guns down. Y'all ain't gonna turn y'all scales off. Because, you know, hey, man, the lifestyle gonna have you, you know, having 1 foot on that scale, and 1 foot in that booth, or 1 foot on that blick, and 1 foot in the booth. So, or it could be some scamming shit, right? Because this situation right here could have been avoided if Jam understood LLCs, S corporations. He understood the feds will shut down your whole empire, that come lock everybody up. If I'm helping him, let's add another puzzle to the piece. Come on, man. That could be a big piece too. And then after that puzzle get connected, it just come like, okay, this one connect here, this one connect here. Okay, that makes sense now what Trap Lil Rock saying. Okay, he go to facts here, we're going, yeah, he's saying he was involved, or this name and that name, okay? And they one of the 5 OTF members, and they applying that pressure for like death penalty, life sentence. They get to start thinking what you really did for them. They'll just start thinking negative and all wicked and fucked up. Making up stuff in their head and believing it and running with it. Like, Durk wasn't gonna never put me in position. I was gonna always stay a soldier. I was gonna always stay a gang member. As soon as I get deleted like the rest of the members, he gonna get another one. He gonna get another one, man. So the feds at the same time telling him, man, Durk gonna make sure he look out for Durk. He gonna make sure he cover his ass before he make sure you straight. So you can make sure you need to cover your ass, man. You need to go ahead and take the deal now while ain't nobody else flipped yet, so you can get the best deal. I'm trying to help you out because I see potential in you. I see that you really not a bad kid. And they put that in your ear, and then you got how you feel about Durk now. He ain't helping you with no lawyer. You got to hire a bond or no bond. You can't even get him on the phone. Not understanding, man, that's gonna fuck him up. Then he really can't help you. So yeah, man. To the steppers, man, to the jackers, to the niggas who jugging, you got to be patient, man. You sign the Future. I mean, you a stepper for Future, or you just a gangster for Future, and you get caught with a brick. You got to be patient and just sit, man. He can't help you, man. You got to fight through that shit the best way. If you can come out on top, come out on top. It's already bad enough that if you get out, you'll jump right back in his videos all around him and shit like that. So he can't. The feds don't like when legit businesses fund criminals. That's a red flag. We gotta watch them now. We gotta watch them now. So, man. And Jamhead, he gonna feel like it's me, it's y'all. Same thing in Woody Head. You know, whether the feds tell you or the state tell you they trying to delete you, but they will delete you, or they're gonna do this, or they play a tape for you, or whatever. And they make you flip, and they make you say, fuck that nigga, and yeah, I'm gonna look out for me, I'm gonna get me. You know, it's all type of shit, man. So if all the artists sit they steppers down, or they gangsters down, and really tell them like, man, you go like this, if this happen, I can't do this, but I can do this, and shit like that. That's why, you know, when y'all getting all this money, or you could be down with OTF for 4 years, you need to put other people that you love in position so they can help you when you get in the jam. Like your girlfriend, like your daddy, like your brother, like, yeah, invest into their dreams. So if, say you got a brother, he fly straight, and he got a whole bunch of business credit cards. He got like 4 of them. He got dad, he got a decent business. You need to put it to him, so he can, you know, he may have 80,000 on one business credit card that he can spend. You may have the money, but it's dirty. He got a legit business. The money came from a legit bank, so he can, you know, buy you out. And if the feds investigate him, it ain't nothing to investigate. I'm legit. I don't do no ordering hits. I don't do no, yeah, I'm just a regular person. That's my brother. I got the money, I'm gonna find him out. You know? But, you know, that take patience, that take believing. You can lose when you invest in other people. You can go broke that way. So it ain't just like 100% is gonna go, like I'm saying, like everything just fall in place. Nah, like life don't work like that all the time. Sometimes you can, you know, have a good run though. That's my take on this conversation, man. We gotta do better. As far as like the niggas who step and the niggas who sign to CEOs, people who build a brand, and they look there as a superstar, and they got a lot of following, and a lot of people look up to them and trying to change like that, man. You gotta be mindful of that. You gotta be mindful. So if you know better, you'll do better. So y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that comment section, y'all subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all feel about this. He was with him. Gone.